I call on Chick-fil-A to conform to their mission statement. I'm reading it right now from Wikipedia. The company's official statement of corporate purpose says that the business exists to glorify God by being a faithful steward of all that is entrusted to us and to have a positive influence on all who come in contact with Chick-fil-A. A positive influence on all who come in contact with Chick-fil-A. Emphasis added. For those of you who don't know, Chick-fil-A is a McDonald's type restaurant that does chicken only and not beef. And they claim to do some things a little healthier, certain oils and stuff, but the end result is still a bunch of fried, greasy, fatty food. And they market to kids. Here's an example that I stole from their restaurant, a marketing thing. It makes cereal look really bad. They call it frosted monotony, stale puffs, bland O's, and the kids look very depressed. And then on the back, step away from the spoon. Cereal is a snooze. Think outside the cereal box. They want you to eat this for breakfast instead. A fried, greasy chicken breast with a buttermilk biscuit. Probably the most unhealthiest thing you could consume is a buttermilk biscuit. Tasty, I'll give them that. But probably the combination of these two things are probably the worst thing you could eat for breakfast, literally. And what's more, if you look at the side of the box, breakfast deserves compliments. Add hash browns and a Coca Cola to your breakfast entree. Served during breakfast hours only. Well, you can get a Coca Cola at lunch too. I don't know about the hash browns. So on top of the unhealthiest breakfast in the world, you can complement it with the unhealthiest drink in the world and the unhealthiest side. Hash browns. This breakfast sandwich, I don't even want to get into that. These things on the front are closer to the healthiest things you can have for breakfast. The things they're making fun of. Granted, cereals can get out of hand, like Cocoa Pebbles is just all sugar, but the general nature of cereals like this, like oats and corn puffs and corn flakes, these are good cereals. These are what kids should eat. These kids should be very happy eating these cereals and very miserable eating these. There's a reason why there's so many kids, over half I think, that are overweight and getting diseases like these, diabetes, and it's from eating this type of food. Now, if Chick-fil-A wants to stick to its mission statement and corporate purpose, to glorify God by being a faithful steward of all that is entrusted to us and to have a positive influence on all who come in contact with Chick-fil-A, if all includes children, then they should get rid of this type of marketing, get rid of this type of breakfast, and serve something like these cereals without sugar. Cheerios, corn puffs, you can make them exciting. Do what you got to do, and market them. Put the kids with the sourful faces, put them over here on this food. Do like if you want to do a McDonald's hamburger here and a Wendy's thing here, and show them miserable there because they're getting fat and going to the ER all the time to get their stomachs fixed. So put them in the hospital on this side. This is powerful marketing. I know you got to be powerful with your marketing. They're in the hospital, so they're miserable and they could die. And then they're eating the cereal. They're healthy, they're fit, and they're happy. Show them dating like a supermodel because they're eating good and they look good. Use your head. This has got to go. I think we all agree on that. I'm just going to assume that you just messed up and didn't see that you were serving this stuff, and you're going to immediately change this because to stick with your mission statement. It would be better for you to open on Sundays instead of being closed on Sundays. Open on Sundays and serve this than to be closed on Sundays and serve this. It's more glorifying to God to serve this and be open on Sunday. And I'm gonna go with a Bible quote here too. Very, very popular Bible quote. We'll start with the King James Version. Matthew 25:40, and the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. For those of you not into Old English, let me go to the New International Version, a very trusted version. I tell you the truth, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me. So God is saying, or Jesus in this case is saying, that if you do something for someone, anyone basically, a kid, child, anybody, you're doing it for me. So if you feed a starving person, you're feeding God. I guess that's how most people interpret that verse. So if you solve this medical epidemic that's plaguing our country and feed children healthy food and save their lives, do the math. You're saving God's life, in essence. Really, and I mean that. So, you know what to do.